Maggie. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. Boy, you know what I'm not seeing, Maggie? I'm not seeing your written rationale. If we jump over here, we can see there is a written rationale associated with this piece, convincing design rationale for the concept you selected to present as a digital cop. Restatement of the premise for your yeah. Go through this and make sure you get this written rationale squared away for your milestone submission. Um, and it describes some of the things you should be considering over here in your written rationale as well. So all I have here is let me see, I've got 2 pages. I just want to make sure there was nothing else submitted. Nope, one file, 2 pages. So yeah, so we definitely need to include your written rationale here. Good job on your sketches, good ideas. I think that the good thing here is that you've got a lot of variation in your sketches. I think a lot of students sometimes when the sketching stage, they get an idea and they think that they're going to stick with that idea through the 4 variations. And sketching stage, of course, is, as we know, it's a way to generate ideas. It's really a way to create variety and to ensure that the work it has variety. So when you're sketching different variations of any piece, it's really a great idea to provide as much variety as possible. And I think you've done that here, and that's fantastic. Let's jump right to the piece. I think it's great. Let's check the size real quick. So we are at 11 by 8.5 by 11. That's fine. The neat thing about this is that it visually follows the characteristics of the typeface, and that is cool. I mean, I immediately opened this and I saw shapes that you're using that are very similar, if not identical, to the shapes of your letter forms, and that creates harmony like no other. So that's fantastic. Love the little peek at the type through here. I think it's fantastic that you actually typeset this. This must have taken forever. I'm going to tell you, this is good stuff right here. This is fantastic. This is what'll sell a typeface. When a designer is able to come in here and actually see it in action, live text. And it must have been terribly time consuming, but it's worth every second of the time you took because it's a great piece, and it is definitely showcasing this the versatility of your typeface. So that's fantastic. Okay, a couple of things in terms of hierarchy. I think these 2 areas right here are a little too big. A type specimen sheet should probably be the focal point. It should be the number 1 position in hierarchy, right? Because that's what it is. So we could probably reduce these a little bit, reduce the size of your upper and lowercase letter forms. Excuse me. The only other comment I have is that yeah, so and also back to what I was saying is that would also open up the top of this a little bit, give a little bit of breathing room as we enter the composition. Right now, I think if there's one thing I will say about the composition is that there's really you're not really employing negative space because everything is consumed with design element everywhere. There's really no negative space. I think we can use that negative space up top as a kind of way to ease into the piece. So you just have up top, you have your type specimen sheet. You could even put that, span that across the top, white type on blue background. Another thing, it's a great idea to show reverse type also, which you've done here. You're showing white on color, and then you're showing the color on white. So that's fantastic there as well. I'm wondering, what is the significance of blue here as opposed to presenting this in black? I'm just wondering. I'm wondering if there's a reason for that or if it's just a matter of preference. Okay, let me see. I had one final comment. What the heck was it? I remember. It was this right here, Inception sans serif script. Technically, this would probably be considered a serif typeface. Well, it's definitely a kind of a display face, maybe even a decorative typeface. So it's not a script. That we know. It's not a script. I mean, I think it crosses categories in a few different areas, but it's not script, so we got to get rid of that. And technically, it's a serif typeface. I mean, that's a serif right there. Those are serifs, right? There. So there are serifs. So Inception, I wouldn't call it a sans serif, and I wouldn't call it a script. I would say a decorative display face or something like that. Inception decorative display typeface or something like that. Okay. All right. Those are my comments. I think you've just really great job so far. You've owned this project, I think, since day one. So you're doing fabulous work. So keep up the great job. Almost there. All right, Maggie. Any questions at all? Please let me know. Thanks.